Hey, hello again, everybody. Welcome back. Here we are in the Forerunners server. There was an update that just rolled out and the changes have been implemented. So I'm just quickly going to go over it and you guys can kind of see what's coming into the game in the future, especially if you are in the global server. But a lot of these are quality of life changes. The first thing that they highlighted here was changes to Volka's and Ardea's basic animations. I kind of quickly took a peek at it. I didn't really see too much of a difference between what it is now and what I saw the animations to be on my global account. And then whatever issue there was with Ardea, okay, if they fixed it, making sure that it didn't look like it was going in the incorrect direction. Perfect. Now it's working as intended. It actually looks a little bit more cleaner. So you can just wait and eventually these two will pop up into your account and you can see if there were any drastic changes. But I didn't see them to be too drastic to spend too much time in it. Now the gear thing I can show you. They actually added the option here where they say it's just on not enhanced, right? So if you just want to, for some reason you're doing level enhancing gear for Tales of the Smith, you can quickly just go to the 0 and it'll show you all your unlabeled gear. And also now we have here the ability to sell forged artifacts as we are getting them in that window, so we don't have to then come back up and try to do it again. So here's the artifact. So I'm gonna forge one just to give you a hint as to how this is displaying. So if I click on it, now I'm getting the option now that I can sell it from here. Now it is sold. So I don't have any 10 pops that I can do here, but just to kind of give you an idea of how it is working, and it is actually being applied to all of it. So now you can just go ahead, sell the ones that you don't want, keep going, keep forging, especially if you like it to accumulate them, and then you won't have to probably have a problem of getting to capacity anymore. Let me show you the gear enhancement thing and how it's going to work now. Before we had it as a check mark over here, right? And then they took that away. But now they're adding, they split up these two buttons here. So essentially what they did is that instead of doing 0 to 4, they separated to 1 to 4. And now we have the non-enhanced feature here. So you can see here, this is my non-enhanced gear that I've been saving for the Tales of the Smith. And if you just happen to have gear that is between 1 and 4, this is where you're going to be able to find it. So those are kind of the two quality of life changes that they added in. The other thing that I noticed here that is very small, let me see here. Let's go over this one here. So the shard legendary summoning crystal, they are discounting them. So they're saying, I think it was 200 diamonds that you needed to get the 2. I refreshed this a couple times, as you can see, but I could not get one to pop up, but I did get an ancient summoning crystal. So I think that this rate was about the same. But I think that they're trying to entice you to see if you're going to buy those legendary summoning crystals, the shard for legendary summoning crystals, especially if you need to complete one because there's some type of summoning event going on. And, you know, when it was 200 diamonds for one fragment, I think it was, maybe 2. That's a lot. That was a lot. So there's going to be a discount for it. I'm going to try to take screenshots between both accounts when I see them pop up and see how much of a discount it was, and then I'll show that either on my Discord or I'll show it in the community section of the YouTube page. They're going to increase the drop rate of Mythic extracts in Extreme 2 stages of promotion rate. I welcome this because I can't remember the last time that I really needed them, but early accounts, you got to run that stage so many times just to get a Mythic extract. Now, I will say, we have features now in the game with the camp where they can add this if they wanted to, even if it's just the shards. Add a couple of shards here. Have us like average 2 a week if we're on top of this. I know that here in the trading hall we also have the ability to collect them, so you can see here like I got 2. I think that they can increase this. They don't have to be too they don't have to be scarce. They can make this 4, and if you in one trade complete to at least get 1, that's a win. So, you know, minimize the farming on those stages as well. But I'm waiting to see what the increased drop rate is, because they don't show it. They should, but they don't show it. So we'll see how big of a boost it was. before we notice a difference. So those of you that are early game, that are still grinding the stages to get those necessary resources to promote your heroes, let me know. Do you see a difference? Or maybe you started a new free-to-play account because you're trying to get Volka and try to see how that plays out. So just let me know if that's something that you indeed do notice changing. They added 2 new secret achievement in camp, so it's just I went into the achievements page, and it's just, you know, it's just secret. It says secret, but essentially here is going to be eat your way to a summoning to something legendary, and then taste a delicacy from ancient times. So I'm assuming here it is going to be something like the magic here. So if we do, I wonder if I do one, if it will pop up. Let's try that. Let's for science do it. So there you go. There I have 1 achievement. So there you go. So I got an ancient crystal. So yeah, so the gel is gonna give you 1. So that is, yeah, that's in here is 30 diamonds. So there is the ancient summoning crystal. So obtain an ancient summoning crystal, and that's what happened. So I'm wondering if the other one, it says legendary, right? Let me see here. Eat your way to something legendary, and then taste the delicacies from the ancient time. So I think that that's what it is. So if I were to get a legendary crystal out of this here, the magic, the mystery reward, I think we can get the legendary crystals from this. Yeah, let me see here. Reward preview. Yeah, we can get one. So I think that if I were to ever pop a legendary, a divine crystal from this, I think that it would unlock the other one. So we're just doing this for science right now, and see if we can get lucky. No, it was just fragments. So yeah, I need more golden birch saps to keep going and try to find that. So that's another one of those achievements, secret achievements that we can get, and get some small amount of diamonds from it. All right, let's keep let me see here. They added a display mode option in the heroes page, which can be unlocked after stage N84 is completed. Oh yeah, so this I did notice, and I actually like it. It's a nice little feature that they added here. So here I am in my hero page. We're all accustomed to how the big cards are listed here. Now they added this little button here, so you can see now that this is lighted up. That's the current selection that I have. Here is now the new feature. So essentially it just condenses the cards. You can still see the heroes, you can still recognize them, but instead of like in this window or in this window here where I only saw 12, now that they shrunk it down, they expanded to 18. So it's just a quicker way to get to your heroes if you have a lot of heroes that you have to scroll through. So yeah, this is a nice feature. I'm wondering if it can improve, if we improved on maybe doing a 4x4. It just makes it a little bit too small to recognize it. But yeah, this definitely is a nice added feature to things, just to just identify it and get through your day a little bit quicker. So it says here, if you have any unclaimed rewards from the chasms or titanic ruins, when leaving or being removed from the guild, these rewards will automatically be sent to your mailbox. So essentially this is just going to be a protection for those that are kicked from a guild for any particular reason, especially with how restricted it is with GBG, that you have to really make those moves as soon as you can. So it protects those people in case they did do something like Semra, or they did not have to time to log in the day to collect the Drake Chasm rewards. But it does say here that you have to make sure that you do your run and then wait for the reset to happen to give you the rewards. Otherwise it won't work. So make sure that if you are just trying to leave the guild without collecting your rewards, that things have reset. You know, like Drake's rewards were given out, Semra's rewards were given out. All right. Then there's the other very minor change. It has to do with the honorsgauntlet. They're just trying to optimize the skill interface. The honorsgauntlet really is not, it's something that we're still dealing here with Forerunners. I don't know. They need to polish this before they even think about rolling into global. But essentially what it is that when we try to set up our teams here, you're going to have the opportunity. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, so you have the opportunity here. Now, here's what this looks like in terms of giving you commander skills. So we have these 4s here, and now we also have 4 new ones, which I will cover if when I have the time to play this game, because unfortunately the windows are small and I'm not active in the server when those windows are available. So that's one of the things. So if you have not seen my previous videos where I did do a comprehensive analysis of all of this, we do have commander skills that are during the battle. We're either able to deal through damage to the heroes, minimizing their HP. We can fatigue them, which is essentially just we're reducing the damage that they can do during the battle. We can stun them, or we can put them to sleep. Now, from when I noticed this and why they changed the interfacing here is that there are look to be 4 new ones, and these are passives, it looks. So I'm wondering if I click on replace. Yeah, so it is a passive. Okay, so now we have passives in addition to active commander skills, because these commander skills, you had to activate them when they were ready to get activated. So now we have here, it says that the allies-based gains offensive capability, periodically dealing through damage equal to 8% of the max HP to 1 monster within 4 tiles ahead. Wait, the ally base? So the core is dealing damage to the monsters. That, okay, I'm gonna have to find a period to test this. This is going to be, see, this is what Classic Arena needs. This is what Classic Arena needs. Put it in there just to spice things up, because it's just boring. It's boring right now. All right, so here we have second passive, not so fast. Reduces the cost recovers from heroes, cost recovery skills by 75% from both players. So this is putting us both at a disadvantage, but it all goes to roster construction, right? Whose heroes have reduced cost? Okay. So yeah, so it affects both players, but this is going to play more for heroes whose basic deal a lot of damage, AoE damage. That's what it's going to be. Okay, another one to test. Untapped potential increases damage dealt by allies heroes to monster by 60%. Okay, starting from round 2, the damage dealt by ally heroes to monsters reduces by 20% each round. Okay, so initially it goes up 60, and then starting from round 2, you start losing it. Okay, so it gives you the advantage early on, and then you get it stripped away from you. The damage here to monsters reduces by 20% each run. Okay. I'm wondering what they were going for with this one. I think that maybe they just wanted to give you the advantage early on if you wanted it. Increases damage status by, so you can probably get to the heroes a little bit quicker. All right, and then the last one, unfair advantage. When the battle starts, it reduces allied cost recovery rate by 50%. Okay, so you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. But when you enter the failure phase, so I'm assuming that the demon or your core is getting hit, right? So it's losing HP. It increases the allied stage recovery rate by 300%. Okay, so you're just going to gain rage just a lot quicker, so you can recover quicker. This effect is removed when the phase ends. So yeah, so this is essentially giving you the opportunity to catch up as soon as you can. That's exactly what that pass is going to be. It's weird that they call it unfair advantage, because really you're starting out at a disadvantage, and then you are gaining the advantage, but your core has to be getting hit in order for this to apply. All right, so they introduced 4 new passives into the Honors Gauntlet RTA. I'm gonna have to test them out when I do have the time, maybe during the holiday break, to just see what these guys are about. But that's essentially what those changes were. Just a small edit here is something that I just noticed after I had stopped recording the first section of it. And that is for RTA, is that in addition to adding the new passives for the commander skills that we have here, that they have also changed the roster. They have now allowed you a little bit more flexibility, I think, in the number of heroes that you can bring in. This is if you have really an expanded roster. In the past, we used to have the ability to bring 18 heroes into the mode, have them all geared, ready to go. They have expanded this now to 7 per team. So now I can bring up to 7 heroes per team for a total of 21. But that is going to be the key, is that all 21 of them, and as you can see here, if I'm already using one in another mode, I cannot add them to this mode. So those are restricted. They're out. I cannot use them. So, but still the principle will apply. In addition to having all these other heroes that I'm bringing in to the field, let me show you a commander skill here, just do an example, that they all have to be geared. So the expanded roster increases now, 7 per team, 21 total. Just keep in mind, you have to equip them all with gear and artifact. All right, folks, so that'll do it for this video. Some very good quality of life changes coming eventually to the global server. That kind of give you a preview of that. For those of us here in Forerunners, we have some passive to test. So let's get to it and see what those entail. And listen, Montan, do not think about introducing RTA into global. Not until you get everything else that needs to be fixed, especially with gear lock, the issues going on with that. And also, this needs to be polished. The Honors Gauntlet needs to be polished before you introduce that. And please pay attention to Arena, because those things that you're introducing in Honors Gauntlet is exactly what this needs. All right, everybody. See you all in the next video. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching. Please do hit like and subscribe on your way out.